MasterChef is back. Hundreds auditioned, and now the best 60 amateur cooks are through.
I'm not that mad. Wait to hear what's in my dish. It's burnt.
No, we call that enthusiastically crisp.
Each week, 12 new contestants battle for just 4 places in the quarter-final.
So raw.
Only the strongest will make it to the final challenges.
Not as lovely as your pear.
I love it. They want to survive this competition, they're gonna have to be good. Cooking doesn't get tougher than this.
These 6 amateurs all think they've got what it takes to become MasterChef. But at the end of today's heat, only 2 will become quarter-finalists.
This first dish is your calling card. It's a dish that tells us something about you as a cook.
Do something for me and my mate John here, could you? Be as creative as you like. Could you please make it edible?
Ladies and gentlemen, 1 hour, let's cook.
I've got 2 boys. They absolutely love my cooking. Having a takeaway is a punishment for my kids. I really want to do them proud. As long as I don't embarrass myself, I should be fine.
Celia, my eye is drawn to tomato sauce, fish and cheese.
I'm going to make a pan-fried savoury, a sweet potato cake with a Scotch bonnet sauce.
Where does this come from, this spiciness?
From Jamaica, where my family's from.
You sound to me like you're from Yorkshire.
I am from Yorkshire.
Any hints of Yorkshire in your food?
Potato, it's about as Yorkshire as it gets, so no.
I'm very excited by Celia's food. She sounds adventurous, she sounds exciting, and I hope she chucks lots of spice in it.
Being a Frenchman, I really enjoy food. And also, you know, through my job, I think that nutrition and food is so important to get you where you want to go.
Hello, Thomas.
Hello, how are you?
Me, I'm good. Where are you from?
I'm from Paris originally.
Ah, do they do much cooking over there?
It's a tiny bit.
A little bit?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
What are you cooking for us today?
Duck à l'orange, because I'm French and it's a traditional French dish. I'm smoking the duck with Earl Grey tea, which is very British. So, and I'm also making spinach foam.
Between you and me, right?
Yes.
Just you and I.
Tell me.
Do you think you could win this competition?
Otherwise, I would not be here if I didn't think that.
Thomas is attempting foam, smoking duck, doing all sorts of things with calling card. He's showing us as much as he possibly can.
You've had over 15 minutes, 17 minutes gone.
I've always wanted to be better than other people. When people came around for dinner, I wanted them to leave thinking, he's good.
Mark, I'm impressed by how few ingredients you've got on your desk.
It's a relatively simple dish. It's a sort of deconstructed carbonara. So there's 3 bits of ravioli, 2 of which contain pancetta and red onion, and 1 of which has a egg yolk and ricotta in it.
In my 10 years of experience, every single good cook thinks their food is simple.
At this moment, I don't know if I'm ever going to be doing tea-infused foams. I think this is how food works. Time for a hug.
Well said.
You take a dish like carbonara and you deconstruct it, it better be very, very good indeed. I know I swore.
I find cooking sort of my form of therapy in a way. After a long day of toiling on the cliff edge of fashion, it's a good way to unwind and relax.
Sophia, why are you here on MasterChef?
Because I love cooking. I grew up in Sweden, in the countryside, in the middle of nowhere. So my mum always got me involved in cooking from a young age.
What's your dish going to be?
Chanterelle ravioli. This time of year, I have really fond memories of picking chanterelles for my mum and dad.
Fantastic.
We've got an issue in the fact those mushrooms that she's got, those chanterelles, she washed. They soak up water. But I love the fact that Sophia's showing us something from her childhood.
You are halfway. You've got 30 minutes left.
I really hope that John and Gregg do actually like the food that I cook and they aren't too harsh on me, so I might cry.
When I look down at pasta, squid ink, prawns and squid, I'll get really excited.
I'm doing squid ink tagliatelle with prawns and squid and caper and anchovy dressing.
Very Italian. Does that mean anything?
Well, I travel for a living, so I tend to try lots of different things.
What do you do, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm an international sales manager. Travelling for a living is quite lonely and it's hard work. I'm at a stage in my life now where I'm potentially ready for a change.
I hope Susie cooks everything with a deft touch. A little bit of squid, a little bit of prawns, make sure everything's crispy and not rubbery. And that's all about timing.
A huge amount of my lifestyle revolves around food. Emails start between my girlfriend and I from probably about 10 a.m. of what should we cook for dinner this evening. Food is an obsession for me, I think.
Michael, how are you feeling?
Nervous, I think would be fair to say.
Tell me what it is you're cooking.
Pork chop with some Swiss chard, might put some turnip tops in there, with some anchovies, capers, roasted garlic, and some vinegar. So it should be fatty and sharp and delicious.
What do you do at the moment, Michael?
I work for a digital marketing consultancy, so a world away from cooking.
Straight over my head. I don't even know what that means.
Anchovies and capers, vegetables all sweet and sharp and bitter at the same time. With a piece of pork, it should be absolutely beautiful.
You've got just 10 minutes left. Just 10 minutes. Last 60 seconds. It's either on the plate or it's not on there at all. Right, that's it. Time's up. Fini.
"51-year-old Mark's calling card dish is carbonara ravioli. 2 are filled with pancetta and red onion, and 1 is filled with ricotta cheese and an egg yolk."
There you are. Very, very well done. For me, as an opening round on MasterChef, first time I've ever seen you, very, very good work. Pasta's cooked really well. I love that egg yolk running over there. Cheesy, tangy, salty bits from bacon, nice and soft, and a rich egg yolk. Well done.
Your white sauce a bit thick and a bit claggy, but you made your pasta really well. You demonstrate a really good amount of skill.
Thanks, guys. I feel probably more positive than I did 10 minutes ago, yes. I don't think that's a leading performance, but I would hope that that's put me in a pack rather than trailing at the back.
Fashion stylist Sophia has made ravioli filled with chanterelle mushrooms, thyme, parsley and garlic, topped with saffron butter, Parmesan cheese and crushed amaretti biscuits.
Look at that. That is beautiful.
Thank you very much.
You have put together some absolutely outstanding flavours there. Unfortunately, you've got a little bit of water going into your ravioli.
You took those mushrooms and you poured water over them. They are like a sponge. You just need to brush the dirt off them, that's it, and then chop them up. I think it has such great promise. Woody, earthy saffron, and then the sort of sweetness of the mushrooms and the saltiness of the cheese across the top. The flavours, Sophia, are pretty good.
little bit disappointed. I did make a mistake, which I knew I was making at the time, so it was just a bit stupid of me.
Personal trainer Thomas has served duck à l'orange, duck breast smoked with Earl Grey tea, mashed potato, spinach foam, and an orange sauce.
There we go. Whoa, nice looking sauce. What we've got is a taste of smoke, and smoke only. I feel that that duck should have been kissed by the smoke rather than being bashed over the head with it. And the bit right down the bottom here is still a bit raw. It's not unpleasant to eat, but it is smoke and orange.
I feel like I've watched someone who's technically efficient and quite daring. However, I don't find the combination of the sweet and slightly sharp orange with the smoke that pleasant.
Okay. Mixed feelings. I think I have a point to prove now, just to show that I can, as I balance flavor more.
Celia's calling card is pan-fried red bream, sweet potato cake, and wilted spinach with a Scotch bonnet sauce.
Love the colours. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Vibrant. Wonderful. Whoa.
I love your fish. Your spinach is cooked really well. Your sweet potato cake is a bit big and a bit watery, but I like the flavour of it.
The fish is cooked really well, sweet from the chilli sauce, and that sweetness of chilli sauce then turns into quite prickly heat. I like your skill, I like your flavour combinations. I think you've done a good job.
I'm feeling quite positive. I had some good comments. My sweet potato cake was a little big, but if that's the only negative, then I'm more than happy.
Sales manager Susie's dish is squid ink tagliatelle with prawns and squid and a salsa verde.
As well as it's all cooked and as well as it's all flavoured, I feel like I've got two dishes being put together on one plate. I love the prawns and the squid. I think that's beautiful. I love the pasta with the tomato and the salsa verde and the little hint of chilli in the background. It's just, for me, it's like I've got seafood dropped on top of my pasta dish.
It's not easy to peel a prawn in a bowl of pasta.
No.
However, it tastes handsome. Your pasta is soft and light, and that salsa verde you made is full of flavour and tang.
The positive is that I've been able to get flavour into the dish. Hopefully they thought I was all right.
Training director Michael has cooked a pork chop with crackling, turnips, Swiss chard, and a dressing of roasted garlic, anchovies and capers.
For a pork chop, turnips and chard, it's a beautiful looking thing, Michael.
Thank you.
That is superb. Salty, crispy, crackling. Who doesn't love crackling? Moist pork cooked brilliantly. Mate, you've got peppery turnips, you've got a nice green bit of irony chard. That's a stunning dish.
Thank you.
Rich, sweet, moist pork, sharp flavours from capers, saltiness from the anchovies, crispy crackling, and that lovely iron richness that comes from chard. I think it's beautiful. I really, really, really like it.
Blown away. Absolutely blown away. I'm just really pleased that you enjoyed it. A little bit shell-shocked, I think. They enjoyed the dish. So yeah, I'm really pleased that came off.
I'm racking my brains to see if I can remember a better start to MasterChef than this.
My heart's a thumping, Mr. Wallace. What great food. All 6 of these cooks have got something about them.
We really need another round to separate them. We need a few of them to mess up. This is the sweet and savoury invention test. 2 sets of ingredients, blue box sweet ingredients, green box savoury ingredients. Your choice.
Savoury.
Savoury? All right, get rid of your blue box. John, have a look at your ingredients.
John will now have an hour to create a dish from mackerel, chicken livers, horseradish, beetroot, basmati rice, gorgonzola, an orange, and a selection of herbs. He also has a basic larder.
I do know straight off that I'm not going to use the mackerel. Instead, I'm going to opt for the livers. I'm going to make a very light potato cake, almost like a potato pancake. I'm going to serve it with crumb chicken livers and a hollandaise flavoured with horseradish.
How nice is it to look in a box and see ingredients you love? Is it a relief?
Yeah, it's just a matter of getting your brain not to move too fast.
Well, that's all right for you. That's not going to happen, is it? So where are we with the potato cake? Lovely. Now what are you doing?
I'll just put a bit of watercress through the breadcrumbs, so you get a nice little fleck of colour. There you are.
From the savoury box, John has made crumb chicken livers with a potato and onion pancake, watercress, and a horseradish hollandaise.
Good?
Oh, mate, that is delicious, John. Right, OK, you're done. I'll keep this for safekeeping. You get them in. In the blue box, there are sweet ingredients. In the green box, there are savoury ingredients. We're going to give you 10 minutes to decide on your dish. Everybody now choose.
Three contestants have gone for the same box as John.
There's a lot of different ways to go.
The other 3 have chosen the sweet box, which contains mango, pears, limes, pudding rice, eggs, ground almonds, calvados, and green cardamom.
I've got my favourite spice of all, which is cardamom.
Yeah, I got a plan. It's coming together, it's coming together.
Your 10 minutes are up. 1 hour to cook a fabulous dish. At the end of this, 2 of you will be leaving us.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's cook. Thomas, the smell from this bench of calvados and vanilla and sugar all cooking together with pear, it fills me with joy.
I know a few techniques, but now I want to show you guys that I actually can put flavors together.
Tell me how many times you've cooked mackerel?
About once, twice, maybe.
One hour, make a panna cotta and set it. Is that not a little bit risky?
Well, you got to live on the edge, I think.
I'm going to do a pear and mango crumble.
Combination you've used before?
If it's the only fruit that's left in the bowl and we fancy a crumble, then I'll put it together.
You've got just 25 minutes left. I take it you're beginning to fall in love with the competition, are you?
Yeah, it's great. It's good fun.
You've got a lot to live up to.
I do.
What's the inspiration for the dish, Mark?
Inspiration, probably not a lot of inspiration. The box I found quite difficult, I confess. I was probably hoping for a piece of meat of some sort.
Who knows what could happen?
Yeah, who knows?
It's the last 3 minutes. You've only got 3 minutes. Time's up. Stop. Stop.
Mark chose the savoury box and has made fillet of mackerel on whole grain mustard mash with candied beetroot and a red wine sauce.
The lump in the mashed potato is sizable. Right. I like the way you've cooked the mackerel. It's a decent texture. And I love that with the sweet beetroot. The grainy mustard mash I don't particularly enjoy because it's really sharp and I can't get a sauce at all. It's all a bit clumpy and lumpy and not very sophisticated, and it's stripping the beauty of the fish.
Disappointed, I think it's fair to say. Yeah, not a good second round. Definitely let myself down.
Susie also chose the mackerel and has served it with a fondant potato, watercress with a mustard, lemon and balsamic dressing, and a beetroot puree.
The mackerel with the potato and the watercress is a lovely thing, but I'm slightly disturbed by the beetroot sludge. It's sort of like something I put my foot into in a farmyard. Its texture is just not very nice. There are touches of a very good cook.
OK.
Your fondant potato is delicious. That puree isn't very good at all. A beetroot is powerful, it's earthy and sweet. You seem to have washed all that flavour out somehow.
I'm really disappointed that they didn't like the puree, so OK, it was all right.
Michael is serving the third mackerel dish of the day with roasted beetroot, beetroot stems, horseradish cream and a vinaigrette.
Very nice looking plate. I love the fact that you've used the beetroot stems and the leaves. Let's see if it tastes all right.
Mackerel, bold, strong. Around the outside, an elegant, sweet beetroot, ferocious horseradish with a subtlety of cream, and that dressing running through the whole thing, join it together with the leaves and the stems. I really, really like it, Michael.
I like it, not as much as my friend. My issue is I want that horseradish hotter. Hot enough for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, see, I've got a more distinguished palate, coming from a colder country. Hot enough for John.
3 words for you, Michael. You can cook.
I had no idea if they were going to say that it was fantastic or otherwise. So, yeah, I'm really relieved.
Sophia chose the sweet box and has made honey-flavoured panna cotta, cardamom-flavoured pear puree and a ginger caramel sauce.
Why has the panna cotta not been turned out?
Because it hasn't set properly.
Ooh. Oh. You've got really lovely flavours of the cardamom through your pear puree. Your caramel is sweet but not bitter. Your panna cotta itself is beautifully sweet and beautifully flavoured. We have an issue because you couldn't turn it out, but I think it's delicious.
Thank you.
It's so close. It's a bit like your ravioli here. You're coming damn close, frustratingly close.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sophia.
Thanks. I did know that I was taking a risk making a panna cotta, but, you know, all in all, I'm not feeling too shabby, actually.
Celia used the pear and mango to make a crumble flavoured with caramelised ginger and served with lime cream.
It's not the most elegant and prettiest dessert, but I've never seen a crumble that is. I love the flavour of your crumble top, but it needs to crisp up more. And I would prefer either pear or mango, because I think the pear juice is washing the mango away.
Okay.
I've got this wonderful, zingy, fresh lime coming from my cream with the mango, and then I've got this lovely, warm, comforting bit of ginger and pear crumble. As an invention, I think you've done a pretty good job.
Thank you. Mixed emotions, to be fair. I'm a little disappointed in how the actual crumble turned out, but I'm really glad about the fact that John liked the flavours.
Thomas has made a vanilla and cardamom creme brulee, pears poached in calvados, almond and sea salt crumble, and a pear syrup.
Whoa.
The brulee hasn't set and it tastes a little bit eggy. The poached pear with a sort of crumble underneath is a lovely idea. I've no idea why you put salt in there. A salted pear, for me, is just wrong.
Okay.
I agree with Gregg. The salt is a real problem. And it's taking away the flavour of the pear. Thanks, Thomas.
Thanks.
That may have thrown other people a lifeline.
They didn't like it how I thought they would, so yeah, a bit disappointed.
What a brilliant day. Their calling card round for all of them was pretty good. As an invention test, I thought was fascinating.
There are 2 or 3 here that could go a very long way in this competition.
I've got to tell you, I have a favourite cook in the room.
Michael.
Michael can cook really, really, really well. He takes the everyday ingredient, makes it something really, really special.
I tell you what, that guy is a talent.
I think we've got a cook in here who's made some stupid mistakes and who's a very good cook.
Are you going to say Sophia?
Yes, Sophia. I see a calm cook who's creative, who's got really good touch.
I would gamble on Sophia. Despite the mistakes, I would.
Can we have a conversation about Thomas?
Who puts salt on pears like that? Who puts salt on pears?
Thomas is using every technique he can possibly find, but he doesn't have the skill to actually pull off the dish.
Today wasn't my best day, so I need a miracle, I guess.
Celia. Oh, I don't know about Celia now, I really don't. First round with her fish, I thought fantastic. Fruit crumble is always going to be difficult to impress people with.
It was delicious. That dessert was delicious.
If I get through to the next round, I think that I just have to make sure that my execution is just on point. Hopefully I've done enough to get through to the next stage.
Susie's one of those cooks who just cooks with love, really enjoys the food she cooks. I thought her bowl of pasta was stunning.
Then we get this wonderfully cooked piece of mackerel on a splodge of flavourless beetroot. I do think she's throwing one too many things at a plate.
I really hope that I get the opportunity to learn from what they've said and stay in the process for a little bit longer.
Mark came in here with his calling card, taking a classic dish, the carbonara, deconstructing it. I've got to say, he demonstrated real skill.
However, in this invention test, he was just winging it. It was all getting a little bit desperate for him.
I had a decent morning. You've got to hope that they've seen enough in that. But no, I think I am very much at risk from that.
Decision time. It's been an amazing start to the competition, but unfortunately, we have to lose 2 of you. The first person leaving us is Thomas.
Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
A bit disappointed. There's good days, bad days, and today was a bad day, so I think it's just fair. I'm not really surprised.
The second person leaving us is Mark. Thanks so much.
It's been a really interesting and enjoyable experience. Just a pity it's over so quickly.
Well done. Congratulations. Your job today is to please the palates of not just John and I, but champions and finalists of MasterChef. Hannah Miles, Christopher Gates, and Dhruv Baker. At the end of this, 2 of you will be going home. Your main course orders in 1 hour, and then 15 minutes to do your dessert. Ladies and gentlemen, let's cook.
I'm going to work harder today than I've ever worked in my life. I really want to go far in this competition and I have a real fire in my belly, and to stay on this roller coaster would be, brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
What are you going to wow us with today, Susie?
My main course is a fillet of sea bass with cooked cucumber, samphire, with a vermouth sauce. My dessert is fig and kataifi nests. It's used in a lot of Middle Eastern dishes with rosewater custard.
They are quite dainty dishes.
Yes. I want to become a more refined cook in terms of really balancing flavours and not just putting stuff on the plate that I like to eat.
I like the sound of Susie's dishes, with a word of caution, because she's got big flavourings going with her food.
Cooking for past champions today is nerve-wracking, but quite exciting. If they like my food, I'll be over the moon. I'll be so happy. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Sophia, right, fascinating ingredients, right? I cannot for the life of me work out what your dessert is.
Well, you will be possibly scared to hear that I'm making panna cotta again. I really want to prove that I can make a damn good panna cotta. The main course is going to be a venison steak, which I'm going to rub with cinnamon, serve that with celeriac mash and a lingonberry red wine jus.
You must be keen to stay in this competition. If
I'm really keen, yeah. Kind of driven by the annoyance from yesterday from making such stupid mistakes. I really want to prove that I can do a better job.
I don't know whether Sophia attempting a panna cotta on MasterChef for the second time is brave, sensible, or just plain foolhardy. You've had 15 minutes.
Timing is definitely a worry because it was difficult getting out one dish in an hour. So 4 plus the dessert is definitely a worry.
Celia, you look really happy.
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm always happy when I'm cooking.
And by the looks of some of your ingredients here, we are going straight back to the Caribbean.
We're going to go with Jamaica's national dish, ackee and saltfish. Dessert, we're going to have perfita rolls with, like, a passion fruit cream, and then I'm going to drizzle it with white chocolate.
You're not concerned about the pressure today, Celia?
No. The only pressure in the cooker is going to be coming from the pans. I'm going to keep my cool and just focus on what I've got to do.
The ackee and saltfish, it's a lovely tasting dish, John, but it comes in a frying pan.
You're right, it comes in a frying pan.
If she can make it pretty, then wow.
I'm feeling pretty good after the first 2 tests. The feedback was really strong. What I'd like to show them today is that I can do food that's a bit more fun, but still is really delicious.
Michael, you don't look as calm.
I've got a huge amount to do today. I'm making a chilli with beef brisket with a macaroni cheese.
Chili con carne with mac and cheese.
Yes.
For a quarter-final place.
Everybody loves it.
And then for dessert?
For dessert, we have chocolate brownie, caramelised banana puree, and we have a hazelnut crumble. It's a quarter-final place at stake, so I think it's important to show you something different to yesterday.
I am very, very much looking forward to your dessert.
I'm looking forward to serving it to you, Greg.
Mac and cheese. Chili con carne and mac and cheese? Really?
I'm not concerned about the combinations at all, but it's got to be special.
You've had 20 minutes gone.
Dhruv Baker was crowned MasterChef champion in 2010.
After I won, the phone didn't stop ringing, and it was just this complete whirlwind, at least for the first 6 to 12 months.
Over the last few years, he has built a catering company, become a food journalist, and is currently working on his first book.
I often wonder what would have happened had I not sent that application off, and it doesn't bear thinking about because I would not change anything about my life right now, and it was all entirely down to being on MasterChef and winning MasterChef.
Chris Gates walked away from his job as a civil servant after becoming a finalist in 2009.
Getting to the final was great. It was a really fantastic feeling. It was actually being on MasterChef that I really liked the idea of working behind the scenes, so I started working as a home economist.
He now works as a food stylist for magazines and television. And this year he's made a new leap and launched his own street food company.
I've totally changed at MasterChef. I think mainly for me, as well as giving me a kick in the right direction in terms of food, it was a massive confidence boost. But it's not a free pass. You have to work at it.
2006 finalist Hannah Miles has become MasterChef's most successful and prolific writer.
I'm averaging about 4 books a year, which is crazy because I still work as a lawyer. Now I've got a bookshelf with 17 books on that are mine. Pretty amazing achievement. I'm really proud of myself. At the moment, I'm working on an Alice in Wonderland tea, developing recipes for that. Alice in Wonderland is one of my favourite books. So coming up with lots of novel recipes has been a real enjoyment.
Oh, yum. Do you think there's enough cake, Rosie? Oh, Josh, you've got to have a little bit of this.
If you'd have told me 6 years ago, I'd be sitting here today writing my 17th cookbook, I would not have believed you. So for me, it has 100% been worth it. It was an amazing experience and one that I will remember for the rest of my life.
Hey, you all right?
Hello. How you doing? You've got just 20 minutes, Susie.
Yeah.
So Susie's cooking sea bass with vermouth, cucumber and samphire.
It sounds simple, but I quite like that.
The key is to get that sea bass cooked perfectly. The vermouth can't overpower it, and the samphire, It's such a salty ingredient, so she's got to be really careful, I think, with her seasoning.
Couple of minutes, Susie. Will we be out of here in 2 minutes?
Possibly 1 minute late.
I like your calmness. I wish I shared it. All right.
I'd like it to be a bit thicker.
Well done. Thank you.
Hello.
Hi there.
You've got a fillet of sea bass with cooked cucumber and samphire in a vermouth sauce.
Lovely.
Thank you.
Looks lovely. Thank you.
The fish is cooked perfectly, nice bit of crispness on the skin.
I'm always a bit dubious about cooked cucumber, but I think it's delicious. Works really, really well.
The only thing that slightly lets it down for me is the sauce. There needs to be more of it. It needs more flavour. I can't really taste the vermouth in it.
Absolutely love the flesh of the fish. The sauce hasn't worked at all. It's not thick enough, therefore you're not picking up any flavour.
I'm sad there's no sauce, but in a way, I quite like the way it's just set out. It's a bold statement.
Yeah, I'm not very happy with the sauce.
You were 4 minutes over, right? You've now got 15 minutes for your dessert, yeah?
Right. All right, I'm feeling the pressure now.
So for dessert, she's doing fig and kataifi nests, and I think that's a really sort of fine pastry with rosewater custard and rose petal syrup.
The dessert doesn't fill me with joy. I really don't like rosewater, so maybe she can convert me today into liking it.
Is that your second load of custard, Susie?
Yep.
What happened? Did you curdle it?
No, the rosewater was far too strong.
You've got 60 seconds to go.
Pressure is immense.
Welcome to MasterChef. Yes. Well done. Good, Susie. Go, go.
Oh. Petals are blowing everywhere. It really is.
Don't worry at all.
Sorry. We've got baked fig in a kataifi nest with rose water custard and a rose syrup.
Lovely. Thank you.
Lovely. I think it looks really, really unusual. I've not seen a dessert like this in a long while.
Mm-hmm. Oh, if I'm honest, I'm really not a fan of the fig at all. It's dry. There's almost like a bitterness coming from it.
I think the thing I dislike the most is the rose petals. They don't have any flavour and it's a really horrible texture.
It's a real shame because the first course was so delicious.
That's just an over-sweetened mush to me. Too much sugar in the custard and syrup on it as well. It's too sweet, even for me.
It's a shame. It's disappointing as a dish in flavour and in texture.
Oh, man. Wish I could rewind and go, hang on, let me start again. Is what it is.
Sophia's main reads well. It's cinnamon-crusted venison fillet with truffle celeriac mash, black carrots, pea shoots, and Pinot Noir and Lingon jus.
There's some pretty punchy flavours going on with this, so it's going to be a real balancing act.
You've got just over 2 minutes, Sophia.
Yep.
How do you say hurry up in Swedish?
Skynda
Skynda.
Kinda.
What's the matter?
I'm not happy with my sauce at all.
Not thick enough?
Nope.
Right, got to go now, Sophia, please.
Hello.
I've made you a cinnamon-crusted venison fillet with truffle celeriac mash and purple carrots and a red wine jus. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Well, I think the venison's delicious. The cinnamon I quite like on it. But I'm not convinced by the celeriac mash. It's quite stodgy.
The sauce is a bit sort of wishy-washy. But other than that, I think it's a really decent bit of cooking, and I would happily polish that plate off.
I love the look of this dish, but I have to say we've got another fault, and that is that sauce. Greg, chill. Come on, it's a beautiful looking thing, mate. I think it's lovely. For an amateur, mate, I think it's a really, really tasty, interesting dish. OK, dessert, please. 15 minutes, yeah? 15 minutes for that panna cotta.
Sophia's dessert, the Swedish whey butter panna cotta, rosemary caramel and blackberry compote.
I've never had whey butter panna cotta, and I'm really excited to try that. And rosemary caramel, that could be incredible.
That looks good, very good. You can make panna cottas.
Yay!
Thank you.
I have made a whey butter panna cotta, cloudberry coulis on top, and blackberry balsamic compote, and a rosemary caramel on the side.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's got a really nice little wobble to it.
It smells delicious.
Really does. I think this is awesome. Really good. It's the best dish I've eaten so far today.
And the spice has got through the blackberries. I can't work out whether it's cinnamon or allspice or something, but that's delicious. I think it's a really, really good dessert. Like, really good.
This is just perfect. I don't think I've had a panna cotta like that for as long as I can remember. It is stunning. If I made this, I'd be so proud.
Sophia had a point to prove that she can make a panna cotta. Oh, she can do that. And she has got some very interesting flavours, this time, that work.
Wow, that was possibly the most stressful thing I've ever done in my entire life. I was just shaking. It was kind of, yeah, it's very stressful.
Nice, Celia. You on time?
Yeah, hopefully.
Salt fish and ackee with fried dumplings and plantain chips.
Pretty classic West Indian fare there. Interesting to see how she presents it.
Looks really interesting. Well done. You ready to go?
Yeah.
Good job.
Thank you.
Jamaica's national dish of ackee and saltfish. We've got fried dumpling and plantain with plantain puree inside.
Delicious,
Thank you.
It's got a bit of a kick.
Oh, actually, it's got a bit of a kick.
Was that from that, or was that from this?
I think it's the fish.
That's really quite hot.
Yeah, it's nice. It's really punchy, full of chilli, and you've got nice sweetness. It's salty. I don't know about you guys, but I've never had anything quite like this before. I think it's really good.
Just delicious. It really delivers on flavour on every level.
I love it.
Whoa, whoa. Really, very, very good. I like it a lot. I'm really pleased with Celia because that is actually knocking on the door of delicious. Keep it together, 15 minutes dessert, yeah?
So the dessert, mango and passion fruit profiteroles with milk and white chocolate. I love profiteroles. I like fruit, and who doesn't like chocolate? So this one could be a real winner.
It's a real skill getting choux pastry right, getting it not soggy in the middle.
Is there passion fruit and mango in that mixture?
Just passion fruit. I didn't get a chance to do my mango.
Yeah, it looks really pretty. Well done.
passion fruit profiteroles with white chocolate and grated milk chocolate.
Thank you.
Hope you enjoy.
Yep.
What she's done really well is cook the choux pastry. It's light, it's crisp, but for me that's where it stops. The creme pat in the middle is too sweet and sickly, and then you've got the white chocolate on top. And what it really needed was some fresh fruit with it.
It's all just a bit flat and a bit sweet and a little bit cloying.
It's a bit boring, to be honest.
It's not something I want to eat.
Not quite the dessert I was expecting. Far too rich, too sweet and too sticky. Akin saltfish from Celia was such a success. It seems like she's used all her energy and forgotten about a dessert.
I feel drained, but really happy with how it went today. I didn't do exactly what I wanted to do with the dessert, but it looked pretty on the plate. Just hope it tasted as good.
You on time, Michael?
Ish.
Michael's dish I'm really looking forward to. Brisket chili with mac and cheese. I can't think of many more comforting things.
Cooking a brisket in an hour is going to be pretty tricky, so we'll see how he does that.
Push, push, go, go. Now, go, mac and cheese.
Here we have a Texan-style chili with macaroni cheese.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great. Cheers, guys. Enjoy.
I really love the simplicity of it. It's great.
I do.
Really.
You know, to try and make a chili look dainty,
Which
which he
is
has.
nice.
The brisket, it was always going to be a concern trying to cook that in an hour. I think it's dry and I think it's a bit tough. Struggling to cut it with a knife, really.
And the mac and cheese, you know, it's so over salty. It's just not something I want to eat.
There's errors that are fairly fundamental.
A bit sad.
The brisket's actually going dry. He does, however, good flavour in there. But I tell you what, the way I've seen him cook compared to what he's done here today, I'm a bit disappointed in him. Right, brownies. 15 minutes, please, Michael.
Right, OK.
Michael's desserts, we've got hazelnut crumble, chocolate brownie, banana and creme fraiche. That sounds pretty much like a match made in heaven for me.
What's not to like? I'm really excited about getting amongst that. And you're probably going to have to roll me out of here after I've eaten it.
2 minutes, please, mate.
No problem.
Last bit. Good lad. Go, go, go. Well done, you.
There we go. Here we have a chocolate brownie, caramelised banana puree, and a hazelnut crumble. Thank you. Enjoy.
I really, really like this. The brownie is really good. It's got like a lovely little crispy crust. It's quite gooey in the middle.
I think the puree is a little bit too salty, but otherwise, I'm quite a big fan of it.
I think it's quite an accomplished dish.
He's kind of redeemed himself more with this dish.
Yeah. You're joking. Ah, that banana. What's he got in there?
Are you serious?
There's a load of salt in it. Eat the
Some.
whole lot together with a brownie. Honestly, I want something sweeter. Desserts used to be called sweets for the simple reason that they used to be sweet. I think it's lovely. All together, as one big mouthful, actually quite delicious.
I'm really relieved, I think, is the overwhelming emotion at the moment. I'm pleased with what I put out, and I think people will enjoy eating it, I hope.
Today I ate some really, really good food, and that's made me full of joy. We've got 4 very strong cooks in here, we know that.
I don't know what Michael was playing at today. Watching a man previously show so much skill, I don't understand why I got the sticking it in a pot and stir it style of cooking.
The reason I think that you're disappointed is you were so stunned by his calling card and so impressed by his invention test. And I think that set him up almost for a fall. But one thing is not deniable about Michael, and that is he's got no shortage of skill nor ideas.
Sophia gave us one absolutely outstanding dessert. I liked her venison, but again, we've got a big mistake, and that was her sauce.
OK, sauce is wrong. As for the rest of it, though, it was amazing. Sophia is just an elegant cook. She doesn't have the experience just yet, but she's got promise. Susie, for all her failed sauce of vermouth, which she promised us, the fish was beautifully cooked.
The dessert from Susie wasn't convinced. The whole thing was just too sweet.
Conceptually, Susie's a great cook. It's just about implementation, and that's got to do with technique.
Celia's main course, I loved. The flavour that was coming from the salt cod, the ackee and the chillies was beautiful. Although, we saw Celia's inexperience with her dessert.
I totally agree with you. The profiteroles showed skill, the flavour's all wrong.
We now are getting an idea of the standard of the competition. So, who is good enough?
That was an exceptional round. You four cooking so well. Thank you. What a joy.
Whoa, 2 of you are going through to become quarter-finalists. 2 of you are leaving us. Our first quarter-finalist is Sophia. Congratulations.
Thank you. You're up. You go back there. Well done, you.
Well done.
Good job.
Our second quarter-finalist is Michael. Well done. Well done, sir. Very well done. Susie, Celia, sorry.
I'm not surprised. It's just such a shame because I really didn't want to go home.
It's got to be one of the best experiences I've had. It has been so much fun. Oh, I'm going to keep cooking. I mean, the kids won't allow me not to.
Bloody hell. That feels pretty damn amazing, if I may say so. I'm just completely over the moon, really, really happy.
Absolutely blown away. It'll take a while for it to sink in, I think. Looking forward to finding out what comes next. It's sort of a real step into the unknown now.
Next time, 6 new hopefuls will battle to earn a place in the quarter-final.
That is proper up there lovely.